Dude, what's going on? Coming over with conviction.
Huh?
You're coming over with conviction.
I don't really know. Like, I'm Hayes. Nice to meet you.
I'm Jimmy. Nice to meet you. Cool. Yeah, so the sentiment behind the sign is pretty much you already are probably vegan at heart. Like most people already are. Their values, their morals. What's your position on animal abuse? Do you like it, or are you against it?
No, I'm against animal abuse.
You're a vegan at heart because it's inherent to this industry, or to the antithesis of unless you wouldn't call chopping the head off of somebody else abuse.
Yeah, but like I don't really have an emotional connection to those animals.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you don't want them to. You can't protect them or steward them. You know, like there's many people out here I don't have emotional connections to.
But you wouldn't kill them.
Yeah, unless it's Hitler or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I feel like those animals are born and raised like.
Yeah, but you know how that happened, like why that happened. The Industrial Revolution catalyzed that.
Well, I know it's like wrong how they do it, but I still think like eating meat and all of that is a huge it's huge to our like economy.
Yeah,
it's a huge thing to like daily life because not a lot of people can afford it.
Well, one of the biggest misconceptions is it's expensive. It's not. It's actually a lot cheaper than. How you doing? It's a lot cheaper than. So if you go down to the bare bones nuts and bolts, like rice and beans and lentils, chickpeas, legumes.
Yeah.
A lot of the kind of plant-based meats, they get a little expensive. You know, all the new kind of food offerings to disruptive tech, they get a little expensive. But like the cheapest foods on the planet are by default. And you're right. You know, it's been going on forever, and the economy is a big part of it. But is that really justified? Like just because it promotes the economy, it promotes those wheels turning and everything that the strong economy presents, does that mean that it's morally okay?
No.
You know, because slavery was great for the economy. You know, back I'm here, they were thriving. Slavery was phenomenal for the economy. You know, there was a lot of money to be made. There was higher margins. You know, business was booming. But then all of a sudden, people woke up and connected the dots.
Yeah,
they connected the dots. But yeah, so that's kind of the sentiment of why I'm standing here. So is that the biggest thing holding you back from being vegan? Is the
well, I'm not gonna lie, I don't eat like any vegetables. Really.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm not like a big vegetable person, like taste wise.
Listen, I'm a junk food vegan, so I'm not even like a huge health food vegan. There are many that are like monks.
Like
you know, they're like they eat like monks, and it's like how do you do that, man? But I myself, I'm all over the place. But I just make sure when I'm buying a product and I'm voting for that product at the cash register that nobody's getting harmed on my behalf because of it. And I'm not saying we're perfect because we're not, because there's all kinds of things that happen with farming where there's peripheral and collateral damage and other animals are killed. But this is the bare minimum to go vegan. It's boycotting the direct.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree, but I feel like the other, like, if you're not buying stuff from the grocery store, the animals are already, like, I don't think there'll be enough people to where, like, I think you have to boycott through, like, legislation.
Yeah, that's the problem, though, because politics is...
Oh, yeah.
There's really no... I mean, the biggest vote you can do in general is not the ballot. The ballot is moot compared to the power the dollar has. The dollar has the biggest impact, and the people on the ground, the consumers, we are the ones that have the power to change via the supply and demand mechanism. You know, we're the ones that have to do it because that's why it keeps going on. Legislation, it will eventually happen because more people are going to boycott, more people are going to start connecting the dots, and more people are going to realize I don't want to vote for violence and also teach my kids to vote for violence with the dollar. You know what I mean?
What do you think about like hunting? Like because like I like to fish and I like fillet fish and eat fish like out of the water, and I think like personally I believe in God, and I think like God gave us animals to eat.
I think there, as far as religion, I think there's historical context. Like back in Jesus' time, there was a need for needed to eat. And there wasn't other options. Mm-hmm. You needed to fish, and a lot of times you probably needed to hunt. In that historical context, I think more so justified the actions that they were taking back then. But I would challenge you to look into the cerebral capacities and the different kind of like robust defense systems and intellectual capacities that animals and fish have. Like fish, there's a book called What a Fish Knows by a guy named Jonathan Balcombe, and the book's like this thing, and he goes over their nociceptors, which are the pain receptors, their familial dynamics, the amount of species there are. Like for instance, fun fact, there's 33,000 species of fish, which eclipses all other species of every living being on the planet. And he just kind of amplifies out on, how they're living, breathing, sentient beings. For 30 years I was not vegan, and I didn't think twice about eating a steak. I would go fishing and stuff like that. But I would challenge you to think about an effect of the action. It's so normalized now because everybody and their brother, 99% of people are not vegan. So it's so normalized. But once like me and my friends and we do pop-ups like this, present thought-provoking questions, people are going to be more prone to think about connecting the dots and what they're doing with the dollar, what their actions are affecting. So I would challenge you to think about that.
I will.
I mean, and I got you a card if you want to take one.
I will, sure.
So I got a speech on here. It's the second one down. That's the speech that turned me vegan 10 years ago. And the top one is it's like a resource for nutrition. If you have any questions about nutrition and getting all your vitamins and minerals, etc. on a good diet, it's all free. All those people will help you. They do it pro bono just to speak out. Because that's what we gotta do. Like I'm doing right now. Like not like I'm getting paid or anything. So we're doing this to speak out. I have a little YouTube channel. On the other side of that card, you'll see my name. And if you put in my name and you get behind it, my channel will pop up. I got like 19 videos. You'll recognize it. But mainstream media and commercials, you'll never see this kind of thing. So we have to do this because that's the only way that thought's going to be provoked. The money suppresses everything. And the money is you got to follow when you're kind of trying to find truth.
All right, well, thank you.
What was your name again?
I'm Hayes.
Hayes, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Cool. Absolutely, you too.